Welcome to the United Show. And Man United have actually gone and won 4-1 again. They've scored 2 times in a row. Second game of pre-season. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. Now, Garf, you've watched the game. Did you watch the whole game as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It wasn't as fun as the last game, but we have a lot to talk about. There's a lot to talk about here. There's a completely different type of game that we had against Liverpool. Liverpool was all over us, and this team was just sitting back compact, so it made it a very different game. Something that we're probably going to be having to get used to in the season as well. So having said that, what are your thoughts on the overall game before we go in?
Overall, obviously, first 5 minutes, I was like, oh, God, we're going to get dominated in the league this season if we allow this to happen against good teams. Like if we come up against someone who's going to, they're just breaking for us, we can't handle the counter-attack. Yeah. But we slowly built on, we slowly stopped that happening. I was very impressed in the end because for the last couple of years, one of our biggest problems has been breaking down stubborn teams, like what you'd call lesser teams, shall we say, and not being able to bust through them. So, yeah, another good... Not impressive is the wrong word, but another stepping stone up again. Another stepping stone. I saw the exact same. We can now see what Ten Hag's going to play, the way he's going to play, which is, I mean, it could be very that we definitely need a Martinez or someone now then because Maguire 100%. Can't do that. Yeah, Maguire can't do that, man. You can't. We'll get into. You can't leave them two just sitting there on their own with Fred in front of them while our wing backs go flying up the pitch, man. It's going to cause us trouble. But no, I mean, I don't know how you're feeling, but for me, I'm impressed.
I'm impressed with the fact that that we got our 4 goals in the end. I know one of them was an own goal, other one was a deflection, but I'm impressed that we came back from the 1-0 down and got the 2 before half-time with the better side. I think that was more... I like the fact that we kind of mixed it up a bit more this game, where you had a few more of the first choices, I would say, playing in the second half. But they came at us. To be fair, they ripped us apart in the first 4 minutes. I was like, it only took them 4 minutes to take us down. And so I wasn't too happy about that. But like I say, by half time, I was like, well done, guys. You showed some character to come back into it. So perfect. All right. See you soon. So yeah. So for me, is it, like I said, completely different game, completely different type of challenge. And when people are pressing you, you got loads of space in behind. This game, they're sitting back and you're trying to keep it. We were probing for a long time. We were keeping the ball. Once we lost it, we pressed them and we got right back on it. So that's something I was really impressed with. Really, really impressed. And certain players, like I say, we'll go through them in a minute, but certain players I'm really impressed with. Certain other players, even in the second game again, in the second half, I was impressed with as well. Roy Rover says, good win. So let's get straight into it. Let's not take an hour this time. Let's take half an hour.
We were excited after the Liverpool game, Nathan. We were allowed to be,
True. Right, guys, get your comments in when you can. Let's see. You got Heaton. I've got him as a smiley face. We've got a few different faces today, and I'm going to talk you through what I've got. Heaton, he didn't put a foot wrong, really. Couldn't do much for the goal. And it was pretty straightforward, and he saved what he needed to save, kept the ball well, good with his feet, kind of standard, nothing too special, nothing bad. And that's what I felt about him. What did you think there with Garf?
Yeah, exactly the same. The only thing I had was he's very commanding on the crosses, isn't he? He don't take nothing from nobody. Comes out, takes them, and distributes quickly, which I like. I like from a goalkeeper. Yeah, exactly what you're saying. Decent. Didn't have much to do, and I don't blame him for the goal at all. You know, you're not stopping them, man. You know what I mean? Unless you get lucky and get down well quick, you're not stopping them. Yeah, no, good performance.
Good. All right, let's move on to the back 4. I've got Shaw, I've got Maguire. That means he was like a train that couldn't get there. Lindelof, what are you doing? What's going on? Like, what's happening? Delo is just like happy to attack in it and not really too much defensively. But yeah, he was happy. Ryan says United. But in terms of these, Shaw had a kind of okay game. And then within 4 minutes, I'm looking at it going, bloody hell, Maguire, you took 4 minutes for me to have something to say. Like, which was a goal. It's not just like, it wasn't like what Bailly did. Like, he made a mistake and it didn't lead to a goal. This is a goal. It's like, there's nothing you can do about that. It's not, like if you make a mistake, it's a mistake. If whatever. But if you just physically cannot get there, you physically cannot get there. The guy outpaced him, stayed on side, and just tapped it home. Simple. And if that's Bailly, he's in front of him because he's first there. If that's Varane, he's in front of him and he wins that. Lindelof as well. They're just both not really good enough for me. Like I said, they're both standard on the ball, okay, touch and all that. But really, when it comes to it, I didn't like what I saw. I saw that we were just easily beatable by a team that's equivalent to a League One side. I'm not happy. Delo again. I like the link up play again going forward. I like him on the ball. I really do like his use of the ball because I noticed the difference between him and Laird. I'll talk about Laird later, but I noticed the difference where Laird kept going back to Bailly every time. But Dalot, he likes to look and get round corners and do bits. So I was happy with that. What are you saying?
I started Dallo because as you seem happy with, like, yeah, this is what Dallo is. Looking at it, he's clearly going to be first choice right back if we don't buy another one because he's just a better passer of the ball than Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Maybe in the tough games we'll see AWB come in for them, but he's still in defensive frailties. They're still there. But yeah, today it didn't really show because he was just bombing down. So fair play to him. Sure. 7 out of 10, you know what I mean? One end game, 6 out of, like, just average, didn't put a foot wrong. But Maguire and Lindelof, man. I mean, first of all, Lindelof gets burnt for pace. That, like, and no offense to the Australian league players, but like, you're meant to be Lindelof's the Sweden captain. You know, he's meant to be one of the best in the world, and you're getting burnt like that on the turn, nah, mate. And then Maguire, yeah. I mean, we all said it was 4 minutes in, 5 minutes in, and he's already doing exactly what Maguire was doing last season. Which is just, is defense, is awareness the right word? It can't just be you ain't got the pace. Because, you know, Lauren, yeah.
He was running in the right direction, but he just got outpaced. The guy going in front, slot it home to him easy. And there's nothing you can do about that. That's what I mean. There's nothing you can do. It's just one of them things, isn't it? It's a goal. It's going to be a goal against anyone. Because anyone with a fast forward gets that goal. A King for like a Newcastle, anyone. Yeah, I don't even need to mention anybody. I'm
thinking more like we've had the slow defenders, but they've got the awareness to know this pass is coming soon. I'm going to drop 2 yards right now. You know what I mean? Like, he must know he's not fast, but he's trying to stay on the, like, he thinks he's going to muscle him out of the way or something. I don't get him. Like, I feel for him because it's the last thing he needed 4 minutes into his first game back after everything said, and then after that. He didn't put a foot wrong, so yeah. I mean, it was average for him. Average from him and Lindelof. I liked Dallo for once today, so yeah.
Well, pretty much the same. So I'm
going
Bruno. Fred is kind of like he just had a flat, okay game. He's always going to be, you know, energetic, trying to move around. McTominay, kind of like frozen, not really doing much at all. You can see that. You know, I'm looking at the other two in midfield when they came on, Zidane and Savage, and they're just showing that. You just got strings to your bow, which McTominay doesn't really have. He's good at winning balls. He's strong and stuff, and he's got a good shot on him. And today, it shows that you kind of need that little bit of guile. And I just can't wait to see De Jong get in there if he can come. If not, we'll see. However that transpires. But I'm still happy. I'm still confident that he's going to come, no matter what gets said. I just can't believe there's smoke without fire. I just can't. Bruno. He was still trying to do bits. I like what he was about. I like the fact that he wasn't giving balls away for fun anymore. Again, he played like a captain for me. Not obviously he didn't have a great game, but he was still trying to do bits. 1-2s. I've seen Martial, Sancho, and Bruno doing them 1-2s and moving soon as they pass it. I was loving what I was seeing, but they didn't lead to much until right towards the end of half time. So I'm happy that it did lead to something, and they did end up getting their just rewards for it. So what did you think of these three?
Yeah, I mean, Fred had a quiet game. He had a decent game in my mind. Decent. Bruno, loved it. Like, these last 2 games has reminded me what Bruno can be. Calm, collected, you know what I mean? Knows what he's about. McTominay, listen, I've defended him for a while, but I can't, and he just isn't. This is Maguire again. He isn't up to the standard, man. We're playing Melbourne and he ain't up to the standard, you know. Yeah, he scored it, like he can shoot, yeah, fair enough. But when we get into the 2 youngsters, there's no way that McTominay should be starting over either of these youngsters if we don't get De Jong in, you know what I mean? And I'm now wondering, after seeing Van der Beek playing, and obviously with our new signing, I'm wondering whether we can slot an Eriksen in centre midfield or a Bruno in centre midfield, leave Donny up top. and have him as our ball playing midfielder, if you know what I mean, and Fred next to him if we don't get De Jong. So no, yeah, I'm basically exactly the same as you got there. I was very impressed with Bruno, wasn't impressed with McTominay. So.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, you're right. I think Eriksen could do that middle one. I think he could do them. It's a hard one because you need someone sitting that's going to break things up. And McTominay is the only one really that is going to break things up. I like what Fred's been doing going further up the field. So it's just a mad one. It's just a really hard one to really know who your main three will be now that Eriksen's there. And now that, you know, these other players, it's tough. But anyway, let's move on. Next three. Sancho, Martial, Elanga. Sancho had his glasses on. Chilled. Relaxed. Man was just picking up the ball, 1-2 in everything, trying to make things happen. He looked the sharpest, definitely for me. And the fact that Martial obviously scored again, looked nice and sharp. It right in the box, right in the where it hurts. The ball comes in, Elanga flicks it on, straight to him, slots it home straight away. I told you, one chance, one goal. Yeah, maybe even one chance, 2 goals with this guy because that's how good he is. So yeah, I'm happy with it. Elanga, like I said before, though. Not really providing much. It's not really providing much. I want to see more from him, and I knew that was going to happen when I saw the starting lineup, and I was thinking, you know what? I don't really think he's going to have one of the best of days. And it's weird because he did have some good games last year. You know, like against Watford away or at home, he was really buzzing on the ball, and that's one of the best games I've seen him play. I want to see him obviously continue getting his chance, but I wouldn't start with him. Obviously, I'd start with Rashford or someone else I will talk about a bit later. But yeah, I was happy with them two anyway. Martial, Sancho, they were the 2 best. And Elanga, like I said, he looks like, come on, need a bit more. Yeah. What you got to say about these 3 then?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to be getting accused of doing this together again because I'm exactly the same, Nathan. I'm exactly the same, mate. I saw this tweet go out, so I'm stealing it. I have renewed my membership to Martial FC. I used to be a member. Yes. I tore up my membership card. I'm a full paying member again with Martial FC, mate. That finish, there's no 2 ways about it. That was Van Nistelrooy-esque. In that box with that many players around you, one touch and then put it away. I know it's a 5-yard tap-in, but you've got to be quality to do that. You really have. Yeah. Sancho, this is the Sancho I wanted to see. And the only way is up from him as well. I want to see a happy, comfortable in his own skin Jadon Sancho, because then he does things like he does today. Yeah. Elanga, squad player, like you said, Nath. Like, you've never been more right. Like, and you said that off the bat, mate. You said that after the first or second game. You said that about Elanga, and like I said in the last show, I was like, nah, mate, no, he's a deep nut. He's all right. His body type, though, the more I look at him, he's more like a striker than a winger. I know that, like not even an inside forward. He feels like a pacey striker. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, he is more probably better there than anywhere else. Anyway, but it's just obviously he's got his pace and he wants to try and use it. And I think he's another one that if he uses it right as a forward, then he might get a goal. But I wonder if he's cute enough as a striker to be able to play in that position as well. So it's all about the support you have from your midfield, like who's going to provide you with proper ability, chances to score. And to be fair, I like I said, he's more like a squad player for me. I don't see him getting any better. He might prove me wrong, but I like to see it, and I feel like I know types of players when I see him, and he seems like that kind of player, like like I said, like the Welbeck similar, but I think Welbeck probably a bit better in terms of what he could do. And what he could provide for the team, or what he did provide for the team. Even.
Yeah. Welbeck was definitely a better prospect at his age than I thought Welbeck was going to be a world beater. It's just a couple of injuries; it never worked out for him, if you know what I mean. So he's all right. Like, I'm not getting down on him.
He's good.
He's just not the player that we all thought he was going to be after the first couple of games where he scored a couple of goals. We got a bit excited. We got a little bit excited with him.
He looked sharp early on. Wow, who's the kid? Okay, so. Second half, where what we are 2-1 up. Second half comes and all of the changes happen. Our back 4 changes to this. I'm happy because I'm seeing Malacia and Bailly, and I wanted to see Laird, and we get to see Laird. Obviously, Tellez, he upped his game a bit more. He was a bit better today. He was a bit like no nonsense today. He's a bit better. Malacia was just relaxed. He hasn't really shown me a lot yet. But again, today wasn't a game for overlaps and stuff like that. It was a game for just getting on it, keeping it moving side to side, waiting for something to open and then doing it. So when he did get on the ball and he did try and pace, he did get in front of a few people. He did kind of like jump in front of people and find people. So I like what I saw there. Tellez, like I said, is kind of, he just did what he needed to do today, but nothing really to say, yeah, well done, Tellez. I want to see you playing. Bailly, he was looking nice and calm, relaxed, and then it's like he was too relaxed. And then he gives the ball, he just like gives the ball away like silly, and you're like, Bailly, man, I knew you'd do something like this, but I just don't want you to do it because I'm talking about you all this time. I don't want anyone to say something about you. Please don't make it lead to a goal, please. But you're doing so well. And then he miskicks another ball. The keeper saves it, so that's great. I'm like, bloody hell, Bailly. I know you're one of those boys, just like Smalling was when he's injured and he's out of the game for a while. When he comes back, it's like those first three games or so, you want him to just like fast forward through them games because you know he's going to have to get through them mistakes. So then he's just nice and relaxed afterwards. I remember lots of players like that, and I think he's one of them. He needs a run of a few games to like get rid of those mistakes. But at the end of the day, if you're playing Maguire, that the goal's going to get scored anyway, rather than a mistake like that might be a goal. But once he's eradicated those after 3 games, he's now going to be, you know, a player that's very difficult to stop. So that's why I'd play him, and hopefully he'll stay fit anyway. So look, you can see crazy emoji there. So there's one half crazy, one half lazy.
Yeah.
And then you got Ethan Laird. He didn't really show much. He was on the ball, did okay, didn't really get, you know, never got done, never got tested, never really went forward again because of the type of game we were playing in. So, again, I'd like to see more of him. I'm glad I saw at least a little bit of him for the first time. And I was happy that back four really didn't get troubled too much. And it was, I guess it's largely down to Bailly again. He's pushed through the lines and he's played another through ball and another assist. Like the guys... Well, I don't know if it was another assist. That's okay.
Yeah, it was an assist. It was definitely an assist today.
He started the game on the first one, but this one was an assist. So I'm buzzing for that. And he's doing himself, you know, everything he needs to do, he's doing to get in, apart from those 2 little mistakes, which nearly led to a problem. But what we got, Roy Rovers says, Bailly's our best defender. I believe the same, to be honest. If he's fit, I believe he is our best defender. Yeah, let's see if he gets in there after a while. Come on, Spurs. I don't know what that's all about. Mary Stewart. Hi, Mary. Hi, guys. So, yeah, what you got to say about these 4? Anything different from me? Or
Not really. I'll give Malacia 1 prop. He did that lovely crossing for Rashford. Lovely little, clipped ball into. Tellez is showing me that Martinez, if he does come playing centre-back, left centre-back, because that's why Tellez is playing there, to show what that's about. And it's also showing that Tellez is clearly not playing left back for us anymore either. So Bailly, I don't care. I'm giving Bailly the assist for the Liverpool game as well. I don't care if it wasn't actually his assist. It's 2 assists in 2 games. Yeah. If he keeps this up, I don't see how he can't start. I'm sorry. Like, I know that Maguire's our captain. Like, you've kind of have a great point. Like, we've all been saying he can't play because of his injury record. Varane's injured all the time as well. Like,
he's injured now.
Yeah, he's injured. That's why he ain't in the team today. So yeah, it has to be Bailly and Varane if Bailly keeps this up. But that was a lovely through ball as well from Bailly. Like, a lovely through ball for him. I'm not as down on you as Laird. I thought he'd done all right personally for his first. Yeah.
I just felt like I wanted to see the overlaps, and that's what I mean. I don't think
you're going to see that from him though with the Ten Hag system. Because he only has 1 fullback doing it, so and that's why he's playing him. I think because he's more of a in the first half you had Shaw doing the overlap and Dallo doing the overlap, and that just cost us with that goal. So then he's gone back to type Ten Hag and put a more defensive unit there. But apparently, from the way Ben Thornley on the commentary was talking about him, apparently this kid is like power, pace, got a pass on it. I haven't seen much of him personally, so. Yeah, but no, same as you, basically. Yeah, basically saying goodbye. When that mistake happened, all I could think of was just like, oh God, please flow. After I just bigged him like you're saying, and then 3 minutes later he does it again. But he come back from it, man. That's all you can ask from a player. You make a mistake, you come back from it. So fair play to him.
You stop the goal as long as there's no goal from it. He was still relaxed after he made the mistake as well. He's like, all right, then come on now. Anyway, I'll just win the ball back. Who cares? So buzzing about that. Right, on to some of the shining lights of second half. Savage and Zidane, yeah, they're both on it today. Like, they were keeping that ball moving. They were keeping it moving, even under some pressure. Zidane doing some skills. Savage showing his spraying ability, left foot, over there. Loving it, to be fair. I'm loving what I'm seeing. I wonder if they can play alongside the first team and see how that looks. Yeah. I wonder if that's what the manager's going to do down the line, where he just like, he now looks and goes, right, who is the best of both teams, and let me mix them in together and let's see what's the best. That's what I would be doing further down the line as we carry on. Still like to see what Ghana's doing. I still like to see Garnacho before I make that decision. Hopefully that's what he's doing. But yeah, Savage, balling. First time I've seen him properly, like for Liverpool, and then today, loving it. Zidane, sick. Van der Beek, I feel like I'm watching him because I watched him today, and I'm like, he's making the runs, but no one's looking to play him in. And he's like, come on, man, find me. And that's probably what he would get if De Jong's on the ball. But he's not going to get that till De Jong's there. So he's going to go unseen a little bit for now. And we're probably going to be saying, oh, he's not good, he's not this. But I can see he's tidy in his play. He's the only player in United who had a better pass ratio than De Jong, that was from Man United, than De Jong had last year. Yeah. So he's a player who can retain the ball. He's a player who can score a goal once he gets a chance. But he just has to get used to this type of football, or bring someone in that knows his kind of football. So I don't think we'll see the best of him unless Thingy comes in, unless De Jong comes in, or unless he comes on for Bruno when the rest of the team are there, and there's more chance of him getting on the ball and getting on the end of things, or even be in the McTominay position. I'd like to see him in the McTominay. I think he'll do better. Well, here's the thing. I'm just thinking, it's not Fred, is it? And then McTominay. It's actually McTominay and Fred ahead of him. Yeah. So I don't really want to see him in the McTominay position. I want to see him in the Fred position, but then I want Fred playing. So it's a hard one. So Fred's looking like he can't be dropped right now.
No.
But yeah, that's what I think about these three anyway. What do you think of them?
Van der Beek, I agree with you entirely. I don't know if you saw at the end of the own goal, he kicked a post out of frustration where the own goal went in and he didn't get to score it, where he had no ball, basically. Like, I understand it because I agree with you entirely. I like him. I really do. The more I see him again, the more I'm like, how couldn't Solskjaer and Ragnick get a song out of this geezer? Like, I don't understand it. Zidane, I mean, that's the best centre midfielder called Zidane I've ever seen. That is, mates. Joke, obviously, Zidane's the greatest player of all time, in my opinion. So, honestly, if Zinedine Zidane would be the first name on my team sheet of a World XI ever, like before Cristiano, before Messi. Yeah, honestly, yeah, mate, he was the greatest player I ever saw live. When he, mate, but yeah, Zidane Iqbal, awesome. He's looking confident. And Charlie Savage, mate, where'd that come from out of nowhere? Pinging balls across. He looked like prime character for 5 minutes at one point. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm not like, I would have one of these two in over McTominay all day of the week. Like, and I mean from the start.
Yeah, to see what they can do with the first team. Yeah, exactly. Let's see what they can do. Let's just see if we can handle it. And I think they can.
Yeah, definitely. Considering they're playing in the weaker team, look what they did against Liverpool. And like when they come on, they were both the best players on the pitch in the second half. And for me, they were probably close to the best players in the second half again today. So I'm exactly. Yeah, they look calm. For 18, 19, 20-year-olds, whatever they are, that's really good for them. Really good, man. So,
yeah. You got Just Donny saying 8 goals in 2 games can't be bad.
No, yeah, it's not wrong.
Led, I enjoyed his performance. Exactly. You got Sir Alex Carrantino again. Yeah, hi Nathan and Garf. What's up?
What's up?
Albert saying, hi boys, working, we'll tune in later. All good. Are you watching Robbie Savage? Yeah, I'll give him a call and let him know we're talking about his son.
To be fair, he's probably so happy right now. Robbie Savage must be so ecstatic. So
exactly. But wait a minute, what's happened to my my comments are gone. Right, let's go back. Anyway, last 3, these front 3, Ahmad, Rashford and Chong. So Rashford comes on and plays very well in terms of wanting to, he's like chomping at the bit to make sure he gets in this side. And he looked quite confident today. And I love his touch for his goal and then the finish for his goal to slot it home. That's all you want from him. Let him get more confident and continue playing with the rest of these boys. Ahmad, I just love the way he gets hold of the ball. He just looks like, yeah, come near me, and I'll just pop it around you. I just love it. He's so composed on the ball. It's unbelievable. And he receives the ball and releases the ball at the right times. If you notice, when he got on the ball early, you know, when the Heaton threw it out to Rashid ripped it up and slotted Ahmad. And then Ahmad looked for who did he look for? Was it Chong? I think he looked for Chong, and Chong was looking at him going, was that for me?
Yeah, it was Chong. It was Chong. Yeah, he let it run across him. Yeah. It went to Donny.
Now that ball was released at the right time. It's just Chong didn't really get his foot on it. And Ahmad, I like what I'm seeing. And like I said, if he gets quality ball to him with these other players, he's going to be another popper. He's going to be popping around. So I like what I've seen from him today. It's better, more encouraging from last game as well, because he had a few more players who were better, and he got the ball with quality to him, and he looked quality for me. Chong.
And he was on the wing as well instead of going through the centre.
Yeah, exactly. And that was on the left and on the right, actually. He was on both sides. Chong, he's another one where I don't really think he's at the level that we're going to need. I know he did really well for the goal right at the end, because he did finally push it at the defender and then crossed it into, obviously, for the defender to score an own goal. But yeah, you've got to start pushing it a lot more, or doing a bit more link-up stuff going inside. If it's not on down the line, well, do some more going inside. Play some balls in, running after it, and have some imagination. There wasn't really much there, and that's what I've seen, to be fair, all the time from him. I haven't seen anything extra. And I don't think, until I see it, I'm going to say I don't think there is any extra. I think that's just the level he is, and I don't think he'll make the Man United grade, if you get what I mean. So that's all I'm saying. What we got here, just before you say your piece, smash Palace for 4 next, and I'll be happy. Just please don't play McTominay. He sends me to sleep. Exactly. What you got to say about these boys?
Yeah, I'll start again with Chong, because again I agree. Like the Birmingham fans were bigging him up from last season, but then when you look at his stats, it's like 1 goal, 2 assists. You know what I mean? Like from the wing, and it's like, is he that player that does something before the assist comes? But I didn't see that today. I won't lie, he's filled out since I last saw him. Like he's had growth spurts since I last saw him play as well. He's like, So with everything else we've got there, man, like if you're counting Ahmed, Palestri, Sancho, Rashford, Elanga, there's no room for Chong. Like, and he's too old for another loan. I hate to say it, because I've always thought he might be good. I think it's time for him to might be time for him to move on. You know what I mean? I would. Yeah. Rashford, that touch for that goal, that was prime Rashford. That was absolute prime Rashford. Just the slightest little touch off, and then boom, lovely. He had a power drive as well that just hit the outside of the post in it, which was lovely. Yeah. So he knows he's got something. I'm so happy that him, Sancho, and Martial all know, or at least they look like. Yeah, they look like they're playing with something to prove. You know what I mean? And you know me, you know my opinion on Ahmed, mate. Like I still don't think we need Anthony when we've got Ahmed. I really don't. If he can get his game up, then like we've got to give him this season. You know what I mean? And then next year,
what's wrong with having him?
Because then you've got, this is what I mean. You've got Palestri and Ahmed, and I want to see both of them play. You've got Sancho, you've got Rashford. There's 4 already who I want to see first team players. Where does Anthony fit in? You've also got Elanga, who's going to be a squad player. Like Ronaldo, Martial. I just don't see. It's not I don't want Anthony. I just don't see where he fits. Yeah, give them a chance first. Yeah.
I get you.
Yeah, January's only around the corner. You know what I mean? And with no disrespect to Ajax, it's Ajax. Like if no one else comes in for him, exactly, he's not. Then Rashford, it'd be a wonderful name. Yeah, so
one second.
But yeah, no, I'm well happy with all the 3 of them, to be quite honest with you. Rashford especially for me. Rashford especially was absolutely spectacular today. I mean, I don't know how everyone in the comments is feeling about Rashford, but it was the best I've seen him in a good couple of years now. Like wanting the ball. Like, especially after last season, where at points he was walking around the pitch, man. You know what I mean? Like walking around the pitch. He looked awesome today. So happy. A different, like you said, a different performance against a different team that isn't Liverpool. You know what I mean? Like, so only positives for me. There was no, apart from Maguire is still out of his depth, even against Melbourne victory. There's no real disappointments there. Nothing but positives, no negatives, in my opinion.
To be fair, look. two games, 4 goals.
Yeah.
Both games, 1 goal against. We've got to be buzzing for that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anthony worth 70 million. Probably not. I don't think he's tested yet in this kind of league, so I wouldn't pay that kind of money either yet.
I keep saying that. Sorry, I keep saying that. But then Rafinha just went for that sort of money, didn't he? So
yeah, but he's doing it in the Prem. So it's
yeah.
He's not in the Prem yet, and you know, it's one thing ripping up other players, but if he couldn't rip up Malaysia, it's a question of, can he rip up a Walker? Can he rip up, you know, a Trent? Can he rip up a Robertson? That's what we need. Someone who can rip them guys. And if they can't, we don't really need them in our side.
No, yeah, but I agree. It's not worth it. But
yeah. So yeah, to be fair. So obviously, when we was coming on here, we've got the news at 3:00 on the dot that somebody has signed. We've been waiting for this. I don't know why it took so long, but yeah, we've got the guy we needed to add to our side for a little bit more quality. So I'm happy with this because it's like when Bruno's not playing, Eriksen in, great. If Sancho moves to the left, then someone needs to come off. Even Eriksen can go to the right. He's one of those players who can do that job. He can play any of those positions. He could probably play the deeper midfielder instead of the Fred, maybe, for example, that Fred position. So yeah, very happy with that. I hope he joins us for the Crystal Palace game. Or when we get back from all this journey, whatever you want to call it. I can't remember what it's called.
The tour. We've got. I didn't realize we've got another game as well. We've got Atletico somewhere, haven't we?
Yes,
Atletico Madrid somewhere, not over in Australia. So I don't know where that is. So yeah, I reckon from what I've read, he isn't going to be joining the tour. But that's all rumor and hearsay, it. Yeah, that's all rumor and hearsay. So. I mean, to be fair, mate, he's Brentford's leftovers. To be fair, mate, so there's not. Well happy because, like I said earlier, I can see. I didn't think he could, but I did a bit of research on it. He can slot into that centre midfield role. He can play AM centre, like you're saying. Like he can give us a number of options. And if we don't get De Jong, he's probably the best person we've got in that team that could play that De Jong role for us, maybe. So he's not a 6, but an 8. Sorry, but yeah.
I'm just taking a quick look at our next game. It is against Palace on Tuesday at 11:10 a.m. So we're still over there in Australia. We're going to be playing there. Then we're playing Saturday
Villa.
At 10:45 a.m. Villa. So, and then we've got the following Saturday, which is probably the last game before the season starts. That's against Atletico Madrid at 12:45 at Atletico, I think, or wherever. It's not at home anyway, that's for sure. So Tuesday is the next game. So we will be on after the Tuesday game, that's for sure. So it's 11:10, so 12:1, probably be on about 2:00 or after, or whatever time we can set. We'll let you guys know. But Garf, here's the last few things to say. Hey up, Salty Spurs fan in the building, exactly. But I don't mind you being in there. I love another support of a different team in our room. It's all good. It's all good. Anyone else, more the merrier, all the best. But yeah, Garth, another day, another win.
Yeah, can't grumble.
Started off great. Let's reset. We hit the reset button a long time ago, and now we can start enjoying the fruits of Ten Hag's labour of pre-season. So, you know,
someone needs to tell Maguire that the reset button's been hit because they still played like last year.
We need to just anyway.
Yeah, we'll go to that on Thursday.
Give him another chance. But anyway, with that being said, guys, let's get out of here and let's enjoy our weekend. And I will see you guys, everybody on Tuesday. Stay safe, wash your hands, and I'll see you next week. Peace.